but just the effect it's had on you,
Well,
other than the kind of
yes.
physical.
Well, that to me has been my lifesaver as well, because I, I send arrow prayers up a lot, you know, and the church means a lot to me.
Sorry, I didn't mean the religious
Sorry.
aspect.
Right.
I literally just meant that just the effect on your spirit.
Oh, my spirit.
Yeah.
What, the music?
Yeah.
Well, as I say, it lifts me spiritually. My spirit is lifted. It makes me happy. I feel great with the music. It really does something for me. It's helped me in more ways than one. What with as I say, with the breathing, the posture, the happiness, but it gives me a feel-good factor. It really does give me a feel-good factor.
I'm just going to adjust this a little bit. Now you obviously live in Folkestone.
Yes, I was born in Folkestone, in that little cottage up on the wall.
Tell me about the. You don't have to go into a great deal of detail, but tell me what's the good and the bad about this place.
For me, being born and bred in Folkestone, I can see its decline but I think there's a lot of good positive things happening. People moan about it, but we've got the lovely lower park, and we've got down at the harbour. There's things going on for the children, and they've got the old high street, which is turning into like an art gallery and things like that. It's there's a lot of things happening slowly, and that's what upsets a lot of people, because they say, oh, it's down in the dumps, all the shops are full of charity shops and empty shops. But I mean, that's happening really all over the place, and I think that, to me, Folkestone is the place I'd like to be. I got a poem published about Folkestone. but it's where I like to be. I wouldn't want to move away from Folkestone. You know, perhaps it's because I was born here, and I've seen all the changes. And when I was a little girl, I lived over the bridge. This was all allotments here, where we are here, and where the other side of the bridge, all the houses there, was just a big field. And when we was little, archaeologists came round and asked the parents if the children would go and watch the tractor going through. We had to pick up pottery, and that's why it's called Roman Way and Samian Crescent, because it was all the pottery from those days. And we was all given a red lolly at the end of the day for picking, but we had to stop, you know, when it was. But I do feel that, yes, it's seen a lot of changes in Folkestone. Not all
name
good.
Name a few of your favourite, just the things that kind of really stand out about Folkestone for you.
For now.
No, for you, just what makes you, what's really special to you about the place, and just in kind of in a nutshell, really, and then. Yeah,
well, it's just that I feel comfortable with Folkestone. I don't have to go shopping far, because I can't go shopping far. I can get anything I want in Folkestone. I can go and sit up on the leas and look at the sea. I can walk down the lower Sandgate Road and walk through the park. There's so much to see around the town. I know it's not great for the shopping at the moment, but we've got a lovely area. We've got the sea and we've got the countryside. I think it's a great place to be for me, Folkestone.
What's it like just to sit and look at the sea?
Wonderful. You can sit on the leas and you see people having little picnics, and you can look out to sea and wonder where the ships are going and see the birds, the seagulls. Yeah, I think it's a great place, really is. Yeah, it's like a big garden, the leas is. Wonderful. Yeah, I'm pleased I live here. I know people say, oh, it's down in the dumps, but as I say, we go around most towns and there's shops closing down, and, you know, we're in this sort of coming out of the recession. But to me, well, like the harbour, I used to have the first person I ever saw with a pierced ear was my great uncle, and he was a real old fisherman with a gold earring, and he was sitting down there mending the nets down the harbour, and his daughter, my Auntie Violet, she was baiting up the nets and things like that. That's the old tradition, you know. And there's a wonderful old high street where you could walk down the high street, you could see rock being made, you could see the silversmiths making jewellery, there was a pottery man, and there's a person baking the cakes and everything. So all the way down, it was such an interesting place to go. And that I feel is sad. If we could recreate something like that, with the small shops and everything, that was a lovely place I liked. Very fascinating when I was young.
And just to be a real downer,
Yeah.
tell me 2 or 3 things, and you don't have to go into great detail, that's bad about the